I'm KitKatPandaz, presenting the new series, Meet the Leadership, where we'll be getting to know more about each of our leadership members every week. This week, we'll be interviewing John. Hi, John.
Hey, it's me.
You doing alright?
I mean, I guess. You guys woke me up for this, so.
I know, we're so mean. Okay, I guess the guys really want to know, at what age did you start coding and what inspired you to get into it?
This is a funny answer. I started coding at age 12. And I just joined a different gaming community. I won't say what it is, but you guys can probably put two and two together and figure it out. And I wanted to be on their technical team because there were a few people that I knew that were in the community that were really cool. Keep in mind, I'm 12. And I wanted to fit in with them. So I started learning what they knew how to do, and taught myself how to program in Python. And I did a lot of stuff for their admin system. So
That's cool. How did you go about learning to code all that stuff?
Learning Python. Basically, Python has a really good documentation online, and it's a great place for anybody to start programming if you want to learn how to program. But I just read a lot of documentation and I looked at some existing code, and from there just kind of extrapolated and started writing my own things. Of course, started out by rewriting some things that already existed, just so I understood everything, and just kept going from there.
Nice. So I guess it's something you enjoy doing these days.
Absolutely. No, programming. I spend more time programming for PG than I do actually playing games, which is just kind of funny, kind of sad, but I love doing it. It's absolutely it's fun. So.
Well, we love you for it. Is coding and working with other types of languages like Java and Lua difficult, or?
Once you get one language down, it's going to be easier to learn new languages. So every time, every new language you add to your repertoire, you are easier. It makes it easier to learn new things from there. So is it hard? It's relatively speaking. It's not something that's super easy to get into, but it's just like anything else that's worth learning how to do. It's like kind of like playing an instrument or anything like that. You're not going to be, playing symphonies on your first time, but as long as you get a sound out of it, you're going somewhere.
That's true. We don't expect you to be a concert pianist just by going plink plonk, but yeah. What do you get to have the most fun with since you're combo guy now?
Banning Kadasa. So other people don't get to do that anymore.
I suppose that was a fun thing, yeah.
No, the most fun is when I get to meet people that I've never met in the community before. And I was on the jailbreak server just the other day, and I was talking to some people that I've never talked to before in the community, which is kind of a rarity for me because I try to know everybody in the community. Obviously, it's not possible because there's thousands of people, but I try to know everybody that plays on our servers and everything as well. But I was meeting some new people yesterday, and it's funny. They're like, oh yeah, that's John. He's an admin, and I'm like, I'm an admin. I get to be little admin John. I don't have to be, I'm the community manager. I could just be one of the admins. It's kind of fun.
So the most funny thing you can do now you're a community manager is to not be a community manager.
To pretend like I'm not a community manager. Absolutely.
I like that. How does it feel to be second in command to a duel?
It's fun. It's a little bit of pressure, but any kind of leadership role is gonna be. But ultimately, I don't like to think of it as I'm second in command to Abdul. I think of it as Abdul pawns all of his work off on me, and that really my passion for being mad at Abdul for pawning off all the work. So
how much of his work does he give you by the back door?
Like 90% of it. Like it's all.
Okay, everything. So he does keep some.
Yeah, he does like 10%. All of the League of Legends research and how to play Pantheon and stuff like that. He does all that himself. But everything else gets outsourced to me.
Ah, he does the more important work, I see.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Do you wonder if you'll ever get promoted to director one day when Abdul gets knocked off?
As far as getting promoted to director, it's not even really something I thought about. Ultimately, at the level that I'm at now, I can make all the daily impacts that I need to make on the community. I can guide us in the right direction, and hopefully I can fly under the radar sometimes, and go back to those glory days of just being a regular dude in PG. But no, I haven't really thought about it, and it's not something that I would want or would need. It's basically just Abdul's rank to show that Abdul's a little bit cooler than the rest of us.
Abdul is our Keddy overlord, yes.
Yeah.
If you could add any game mode to PG, what would it be?
Any game mode. Alright. Well, for JTalks, I know you're gonna watch this, Jay. I would add a Call of Duty 4 server. No. If I could add any game mode to PG, it would probably be any game mode or any game?
Game mode. So any game mode within a game, any new server, just anything.
So if I could add a new game that we don't already support, I would go Ark Survival Evolved. And the reason why that game is constantly evolving, pun. It's constantly, there's new features constantly being added. They're adding a large wave of underwater features in the near future, including some underwater housing and stuff like that. So it should be a really cool thing, and they're constantly coming up with new ideas and new things to do. If I had to pick something in a game that we already existed, it's actually, I'm gonna give a little spoiler here because it's something we're looking into. I would add Counter-Strike Murder, which is something a little unheard of, but it's got a few tricks up our sleeve from Tech Team.
So what you're saying is you secretly want to be a mermaid and to get away with murder.
Yeah, a murdering mermaid would be that's my fantasy right there.
Sounds about right, yeah. Would you be one of those mermaids? Would you be a merman with the big hulking chest out?
No, definitely a mermaid. The whole best part is, I probably shouldn't say that, but yeah.
The shells, yeah.
Yeah, the shells.
Very pretty. What is your favorite thing about PG, man?
What is my favorite thing about PG? It's how... that's tough. My favorite thing about PG is how, despite the fact that, the age of the community is younger than a lot of other communities, and that's the average age. Of course, there's some older people in the community, but even though the average age is younger, there's a lot of really mature people, and it's really come to show me basically my whole career in internet gaming, which is a career now, so I just made it fancy, but I've kind of, got the notion that, maturity and age are directly linked, and PG's really gone a long way to show me that it's not necessarily. I've met some 13 and 14-year-olds that are as mature as the 21, 22-year-olds in this community, and I've met some 21 and 22-year-olds in this community that are as immature as the, 13 and 14-year-olds are stereotyped to be, so.
I think we can all guess some of those people.
Oh, we'll have a list in the description.
Mentioning no names at all, no. So PG has opened your eyes, but if you could only choose one out of your 5 senses to keep, which sense would it be?
I would definitely have to keep taste. Because I love food. Oh my god, you don't even understand. I could eat all day, like straight up. So yeah, I would have to keep taste.
Yeah.
I'd be blind and just I wouldn't even be able to feel my way around. I would just lick the wall and follow down there. Yeah, whatever.
We'll put you in a gingerbread house. You'll be fine.
Awesome, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah. I'd eat all day as well, but my stomach won't let me. So, if you could travel absolutely anywhere in the world, where would it be?
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I'm assuming we mean real world, not like fictional world. Like I can't pick Mordor or
Well, I mean, if
the
you want to go to
Shire.
Mordor, I'm gonna let you, but I don't think the Orcs will like you.
No, they probably wouldn't. Like, who's that guy? He's really pale.
Yeah, it's a human being. Yeah, kill it.
We don't like those. No, anywhere in the real world that I could go. I've always wanted to go to Berlin and see what's going on in Berlin. And I know a little bit, not anything compared to like anybody who's actually been there, but a little bit about German culture and history and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've just always thought it was fascinating, and I've wanted to see it. So that's where I would go.
Well, I've heard the Brandenburg Gate looks pretty cool close up.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that as well. It's definitely one of the things I'd want to see.
Put that on the shopping list, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'll have you tour guide me around Europe. That'll be great. Huh?
Yeah, I want to know a few countries, so as soon as you get a bit too far east, we might be out of my comfort zone, but I can give you a go. What kind of food did you eat while you were there? Because Germany is famous for its sausages, and...
You absolutely have to eat the local cuisine. Wherever you're at, you have to eat, whatever they eat. At least you have to try it. I mean, if you hate it, you don't have to eat it the whole time, but you have to try whatever, wherever you are. You have to try whatever they ate.
And their beer.
Oh, the absolute whole time. I'll just be wasted.
There's so many to try.
Yeah, we should bring Pestilence along. He'll love that.
He would. He'll get there first, though.
Yeah, he would beat us there by a lot.
So, this is a bit of a strange question, but how did you get such an amazing voice?
How did I get such an amazing voice? So what I did is I stole it from Kadasa, and that's why he doesn't talk.
That explains so much. Kadasa? Can you try and steal that back? Like, jeez.
You notice the silence? Yeah.
Silence is clearly proving his point. Describe your favorite color to someone who's blind.
Describe my favorite color. Okay, so we'll skip past the point that describing a color to someone who is blind is probably an insult, because they're not going to know what the fuck you're talking about. But my favorite color, without using its name, I guess, is what we're getting at. So my favorite color is the color that the water is when viewed from a distance, the color of the ocean or the sky.
See, I don't think a blind person knows what the sky looks like either.
Well, that's the point. So how do you describe a color to a blind person? It's really that's what we're getting to.
I don't know. How does this water feel?
How does the water? What does that have to do with color? Color
Blue
is
breeze.
Exclusively a sight thing.
The blue tastes like blueberries. There you go.
I mean, I guess, but colors and taste, they wouldn't have any association. That's a terrible question. You should fire whoever wrote that one.
I didn't write that. I don't know who wrote that, but I think we just go with the blueberry thing.
Yeah, the blueberry. Okay, we'll go with that. Edit it so that I said that.
Say it now. We can put it in.
Blueberries. That's my favorite color. Close enough.
Well, I guess that's the end of our interview. Thank you for coming, John, and
awesome.
Peace out.
See it, dude. Shouldn't have said that. Edit that out.